Lamar Odom is still in recovery. So I recently watched the new Untold stories on Netflix with Lamar Odom, the death and life of Lamar Odom. And I went into it thinking that it was going to illuminate a little bit about who he was and how he got to the overdose. So it told us the story, but it didn't necessarily change my perspective, if you will. And I think what I was left with was he is still in recovery, and he might not necessarily be utilizing substances right now. I'm not sure. But we see at the end that this man, though conscious and cognizant of the behaviors that he did to get to where he was and regretful of the choices that he made, he still has not fully gotten out of the slump, the depression, but instead we find him in the middle of his journey. I had an expectation going into this documentary, if you will, that we were going to see the end of the story, the redemption arc, if you will. But that's not what we saw. We saw Lamar Odom still struggling with his past, still struggling with his future, and trying to figure things out. I found this angle very interesting because there's an expectation in most documentaries that it is normally a redemption story or a redemption arc, and then we see the person make it to the other side. But Lamar Odom hasn't made it to the other side. I think a lot of it is sensationalized, and I don't know necessarily if I still know who Lamar Odom is.